I don't know what to say. I feel like every day that goes by is a chance that I probably could die. My mom has sent me death threats. I'm being real and honest right now. My mom has sent me death threats through text message while she's sleeping, laying up in the next bed over. I have a fake sister-in-law has it out for me, who's yelling insults across the street as the cops are and just around, and it's just disrespectful. I can't deal with the pressure anymore. If there's somebody out there that could help me, that's a little more educated and more successful with cops, please help me out, because I don't know what's going on. I need a better attorney for what's going down. I barely eat anymore. It's because I just don't have the money. I don't have the energy. I'm losing my strength as I keep trying and trying at life. I feel like Jennifer Garner being cheated on by my husband. It's not okay, and you can just hear the desperation in my voice. You can hear the desperation in my voice. You can hear the weakness. I'm not going to live off of my mother anymore. I don't know what to tell my advisor, who looks like Meghan Markle. I really don't appreciate you sending her to do that. She has deliberately told me that she would like me dead than to be the 47th president after Ivanka Trump. I'm done with you people looking at me like you want to kill me all the time. I'm done with the disrespect, Carrie Damon. I'm not even going to call her Barone. She ain't even acting like a Christian. Why don't you get your wife in order? Isn't Christian Barone Emmett from the frick is the movie called? Twilight, the Twilight series? Isn't Gary Rosalie? Like, it's just, I'm very upset. Apparently she's fucking pregnant again. Well, screw you guys. I saved my virginity for Don Jr. Trump, and you're telling me that that's not illegal? I don't want anything to do with you. Please stop picking me up at this house. If I have to, I'll have to talk to the hierarchies here at this house and tell them, if you see her, please, don't talk to her, don't allow her in, don't do anything. She's not allowed to be in this house. I don't appreciate the disrespect. I especially don't appreciate Carrie coming in and ruining my family. Because as soon as I came up here, she had already made her decision on using her vagina to be a slut and having a bunch of kids that she doesn't even take care of. And you guys here on my channel see and know that I have taken care of these kids like they're mine. This whole fucking story is ridiculous. Excuse my French every single time, but I'm pissed. How do you think the Virgin Mary in this day and age would feel if she saved her virginity for Joseph? Joseph's completely fine with taking care of Jesus because he knows what he knows, right? Then why is it a bad thing for me to be a virgin when you couldn't even give your virginity to my dad? Actually threw away my mom's wedding dress. I'm not sure if that was the same wedding dress as that she had with him or that she had with her previous husband, but my dad has always been kind of mad at my mom because it just seems like my mom just doesn't listen and she just doesn't follow God's protocol. I do believe my mom was supposed to be a stay-at-home mom. My parents have always had a power struggle, and it just is weird to me because my parents are Ron and Sam Magro from Jersey Shore, and it's already on playlist on my YouTube channel. Footage is out there, but it just pains me to live again another day without Dawn, without the strength to even pray inside of me, without anything. I don't even feel like my prayers, or at least my beliefs, are going anywhere. I feel like there's constantly some kind of darkness fucking around with me, And I'm done with it. And yes, Brandon Barone is my child. Brandon Gabriel Barone, if not Elijah, somewhere slipped in there. I don't know what to say. All I know is that Don Jr., you need to talk to me, because if we keep going this way, we're going to lose America. We're going to let the Antichrist take over, and we're going to go to ruins. And it already looks like the Antichrist is taking over, because the president is my previous ex-stepfather. And my mother doesn't want to repent for that either. I don't want anything to do with you, lady. And low-key, I'd like my financial statements back. Yeah, I am Selena Quintanilla, and I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. I don't even know what to title this video. Frustration. Frustrating. I'm very sick and tired of having a sister-in-law from hell. I really don't appreciate it. It's not funny. It's to be taken serious and in action, and you get off your fat, broken ass while that baby dies inside of you, because it doesn't even deserve to have a fake mother like you, and I'm not taking care of it. She didn't even take care of anybody. She doesn't even want it. If she wanted to be in our family, she would have taught my nephew how to use the restroom by now. My nephew is like, I think he was born in 2011, and he can't even use the restroom. He doesn't use the toilet. He's still in diapers. Like, does that make any sense? No, it does not. I'm tired of the homelessness. You need to divorce my brother. You two need a divorce, and you two need to separate for eternity, and bye. She should have went into the military when I got up here, and not have my brother be Bryce Walker in 13 Reasons Why. And I'm so glad I'm in this house that I can feel comfortable saying this stuff in the bathroom with the door locked. Thank God. Hopefully somebody doesn't bust that down too. I'm so done with PTSD running through my mind, because the devil has to live. I never let the devil in my life until I came up here and realized the lies that I had come up here in. My mom keeps playing Musical House. She keeps moving, acting like it's not even her fault. I can't deal with it anymore. I can't deal with you either, Carrie. And I don't appreciate the way that you ruined my family. My cousin Melanie doesn't even like you. My auntie Colleen doesn't even like you. I don't even eat anymore thanks to you. How about I take you to court instead of working at your family? Booyah. What more can I say? What is this video going to be titled? Frustration? I keep getting good enough views. I'm just tired of the disrespect, and I would like Carrie to file divorce papers and divorce this fool. If you don't like me because you're afraid of me, because you know that I take care of kids way better than you do, then go. Then go and leave out of my house and go straight into the military. Talk to Martha. From what Martha told me, she's like, from the tone of her voice, she basically had told me from the tone of her voice that she did not want any contact with you. She probably would rather see you married with Christian than being confusing and making my whole family butt. And then she's like, no, I don't have a sister, I don't have a daughter-in-law. And I'm like, you have a potential daughter-in-law that is beyond potential if you would see through the mess and everything. But no, Martha doesn't want anything to do with it, because she knows that you need to fix your own life and get over yourself. And there you go. If you think that I'm hating you, you need to look in the mirror and fix your own self, because it's just ridiculous. Like, I'm not even around her. You know, they're not allowed in this house, and I need to make that known to my people. What am I, is it my people or specific people in this house, the hierarchies, because it's not okay. They're not allowed. They should not be allowed here. I am literally watching Selena Quintanilla's video with Kendall Ray. I might leave it down below. If not, you can look it up yourself. It's from Kendall Ray and it's Selena Quintanilla. And she's going on about Selena's life and legacy and everything that Selena did. And I'm sitting here like, isn't that me? Like, aren't I supposed to be with the Trumps? Like, I'm not alone in this. And I keep trying to post videos and I keep trying to get the views, and I wonder if there's anybody out there that's been watching me for a long enough time that's been saying, you know, we used to see you be stronger and tougher, and then all of a sudden you kind of veered off. And I know I veered off because I should have never moved up here. I guess my dad saw God's plans for me in my life and decided. See, I'm scared right now to be murdered, to just be honest with you. I'm in a house of people who, for lack of a better word, are are recovering from some kind of warfare, if you will. Fighting against flesh and blood and principalities and powers of the air, something like that. I'm still new, you know, Jeremiah Johnson. If you would bother to ever hit me up on this channel and talk to me, I know I got this whole mess thing. I wish I would have propped up my phone. I really am not happy with my brother. His government name is Stephen Barone, but in real terms, he's supposed to be Isaac Barone, if not Isaac Micah Barone. He keeps bothering me. He busted my door down, and that was basically what started this process of me being in a group home now. It's just, I'm frustrated. If there's anybody out there that can possibly help in a way where you're not telling me to take medications and follow Satan, basically, then, you know, help me out. You know, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. All I've been feeling personally for me is that I know I'm supposed to be a stay-at-home mom and wife to the firstborn Trump son. And I get scared every time I mention him because I'm scared that the devil's around and then he's going to, like, throw a sickness on my husband. And then that pisses me off because I'm JWoww and I don't like that. And you don't come after with somebody that you save your virginity for. I just feel like a lot like Michael Jackson when he was like, people always told me, don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And I'm gonna, can we do this? There, I hate holding the phone. So somebody help. I just feel like I have to post a video today because all I've been doing is laying on my bed waiting for my husband to pay attention to me. There's literally a house down the fucking street from me, for God's sake. And see, now I'm cussing, and you know, sometimes I think Yeshua cusses because he can't stand the fact that some people just don't listen. There's a house down the street from me that's actually for sale. And I'm like, can't the Trumps, Don, my husband, potential husband, Don Jr. Trump, buy that for not for me, but with me, you know what I mean? With me. And I'm just tired of being made fun of. I feel like if you keep going on with this video, my mom's just gonna, oh, well, I hate you. And I'm like, well, then fucking shoot me, Yolanda Salazar. Then I really don't care about you. I don't appreciate the way that you treated me. My father's not a murderer. You're a murderer. You had 2 guns and modifiers, and you took them both with you instead of taking me with you. Like, it just pisses. I did hop in the car with her, but if you know what I mean, she doesn't care. She doesn't care that I don't like Carrie. I don't appreciate Carrie. I want her divorced and moved on from my brother's lives. I don't know what's going to happen with these kids, but, you know, they need to go. I really hope that Carrie miscarries or really the baby dies in her womb because it doesn't deserve to have a life here on earth. I think that's disgusting. I think what Carrie's doing is hearkening Satan every damn day of her life because she thinks that that's my brother. No, my brother's Shay Carl Butler. Despite the rumors and the actual channel that they have, can you watch the actual channel instead of the rumors, please? Then everything clears up. I'm just so tired of living in a country that people still follow Satan on a daily basis. They don't want to hear the truth because you want to be upset, because you want to be wrong. What am I supposed to title this video? Hate is wrong. Frustration with potential husband Donald Jr. Trump. With potential husband Trump Jr. Sean Hannity hit me up. Lars Larson hit up my phone. I tried to fucking call Lars Larson. I did. You guys saw that video. I tried to call him and it didn't even go through. I don't know what to do. And I just fucking need a breath of air type of help. And if you're going to keep throwing me into a mental hospital, I will personally stick my attorney on you. I feel like Khloe Kardashian when she yelled, I saw that in post, and she literally yelled at somebody on Twitter because they were coming after her business, and she was like, I will stick my attorneys on you. And I don't know why they would try to have that be Carrie. That's difficult. I have very high hopes for you, Carrie. Yeah. Maybe you should go move into a different family that's not so abusive to you if we're so abusive. If I was her, I'd be gone by now, which I am. I'm in a different group home away from her. I can probably leave this group home and go to the Trumps and not look back at any of this. Yeah, because the amount of forgiveness in this country, let alone this state, Oregon, is ridiculous. My freaking attorney is, for lack of a better word, a dyke. And I'm like, I'm not hurting your feelings, but you need to clean it up. Like, not everybody wants to see somebody who's unsaved. It's just the nature of being a child of the Most High God. And I'm not going to change being the Virgin Mary just because somebody's upset about it. And just because my mom wants to hurt me even further and pain me into being this woman who has to take care of somebody else's kids. And those were not my kids. They were somebody else's kids. I'm shutting down rumors that I am JWoww, but in real terms, I could try to be JWoww. I don't know. I would rather be Dina, who seems to handle things through Christ, who strengthens her, and calms her, than get mad at somebody because, yeah, and now I'm pissed off because when JWoww says that, see, I just don't understand why Erica, organizer, freaking is mad at me. Why are you mad at me for fucking up my family, for screwing up everything? For my own Nana Judy died for you. Like, she died because it's almost like they made her pass away, because how could somebody just up and die like that? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make sense that Erica can be out there having so much fun. In reality terms, she needs to be talking with my cousin Melanie, and Melanie needs to be talking with her, and you guys need to start talking or America's gonna fail. I guess the title of this video would be my frustration with Don Jr. Trump, with potential husband Don Jr. Trump. I'm not even gonna call it something. I may not even post this video. Might just keep it to myself because my mother's so abusive. She doesn't like my YouTube channel because she knows she's been called out on it. And grow up and stop acting like the same person you were 10 years ago. don't even know why she kept going to court. She was the one that didn't even have attorneys. My dad had an attorney, though it didn't look right and it looked very evil and sketchy. But I think at the end of the day, my dad definitely had God's best interest at heart, because on his side of the family, we have a cousin named Jared. I have a cousin named Jared, and he's more like a second cousin. How much longer do I have on this? Okay. He's more like a second cousin, but he's a big cousin regardless, and I'm just done with the attitude from my mom. I really feel like I need to stress to my advisor, who looks like Meghan Markle, that you need to stop sending her, because she is going to murder me. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm not trying to deny God's glory. I'm just trying to warn you, because I just don't have the energy to fight off everything, and there's too much, and my husband's not even around to protect me as he's supposed to, let alone my own father, because my mom hates everybody. She hates herself too. It's always the people that hate themselves that hate everyone else, and it's ridiculous. You can't balance both of them either. You can't hate yourself and hate everyone else and then try to be nice to people too. Like, it just pisses me off the way that I've been treated up here in Oregon, and I just wish I would have stayed with my dad, but he's not listening. He's just like, well, you should have stayed down here with me. I'm like, well, but how does that fix now? How does that fix now? It's kind of the same mindset that I keep trying to put out there for Martha. It's like, well, what was the purpose of having Christian and Ryan and Christian and Brianna and Justin when you did, versus having them now? You don't just get to stop being a parent because your kids are adults. You know, you have to tell them God's truth, regardless of how tired you are. And that's why I've never had kids of my own. I sound like Richard Simmons or something, because I decide I'm not going to give myself to somebody who doesn't care about me the next day. It's just something that Mommy Tard and I prefer to do. And if you don't like it, you can click off of my channel and never come back. And it's really just disrespectful, the way that I've been treated, and I don't even know what the title of this video. God help me out. My frustration with saving my virginity for Don Jr. Trump. Point blank. Yes, that's seriously a cop. Is that supposed to scare me? How about the cops would have killed me? That's my thing. It's like, well, you guys have weapons on you to kill people. So how am I a bad person for trying to save the world and trying to get Superman up and running? That's not harassment. That was called recruiting, and the dumbass didn't even want to do it because they're fucking quitters. If I hear another siren, I'm gonna throw a cop car like Wonder Woman. I'm not kidding you. Excuse me, Will S. Who are you in red? Thanks, Marlita, for the ring, by the way. I'm gonna click off. I'm so exhausted. I'm probably gonna pass away. And you know what? I'm so fucking happy about it, because I hate this world for what it has done to itself, and it is crumbling and crumbling and crumbling right before my own eyes. And the only places that I don't see it crumbling are all of the truly Christ, truly Yeshua is Lord places that I see it. And Todd Smith recovery is freaking amazing. It is downright just right. It's just perfect. It's just right. And I hope that people see that just like I do, because I know I'll make it to heaven, and there's nothing that's going to stop me, and there's nothing I'm going to want more than the love with Christ and relationship with Christ. And I'm going to finish off on that note, because the amount of time I have on here is 37:17, so that's weird, but not weird. I'm just so tired of being judged because of how God made me versus that my dad never judged me. He never even put Cinderella, like, he never put emphasis, and he never forced me to watch or to believe, rather, in princesses and, like, in demonic activity. I don't even know why my parents divorced, to be honest with you. I think my parents needed to figure it out, and I think that they both needed to get on their freaking hands and knees and start fucking praying for each other and to grow up and start praying. It just pisses me off when we still have cops in this country. Why do we still have cops when God is number one? Why do we still have cops when Yeshua is Lord and is Lord? It just pisses me off, and I just wish that cops would just go away, because you guys don't solve any problems. I'm in a group home because of you, not because of me. I was doing perfectly fine, and so were the organizer family, doing perfectly fine. And yes, Brandon Barone in the movie, and I think it's more of a television show on Netflix called 13 Reasons Why. Brandon Barone, he's Clay Jensen in the movie, and he's talking about me. And so it's likely more so my husband, the person I'm supposed to marry. It just pisses me off. Like, go away, Vanessa Haydon. Like, go away, Kim Global, go file. Like, it just pisses me off. Why can't things just change for the better? Why can't I just have a husband to take care of me? Like, I feel when I lay down in a certain way, position, when I lay down in bed, like, it just, I feel your arm, like, wrapped around me, but it just doesn't feel the same when you're not there. And I don't want to feel that if you're going to leave me alone, miserable, wondering why I'm in a damn group home without you being taking care of me. I don't want to look at another man unless it's you, and I can't stand being alive anymore if I'm not going to have my dreams met. Somebody help me have my dreams met. Is that enough said? That's enough said. I'm going to get off of here. If there's somebody watching this, please put a prayer down in the comments, or, you know, there's nasty comments. I have a right to delete and block you off of my channel, because you don't have a right to be leaving comments on somebody else's page that are disgusting. You wait till YouTube comes after you. They're very tough in YouTube streets. I think I would know. Especially since my brother's supposed to be Shay Carl and not some loner with a boner who wants to put it in Erica but doesn't know how. So I'm going to leave off on here, you all. Yeshua is Lord. Do not believe the devil's lies and stop following the devil. I've been going through some tough times falling. It looks like I'm falling for men, but I'm not, because I'm not in love with anybody but my husband. It's just pissing me off that people just don't want to do what God has been telling, especially me, of what they need to be doing. It just pisses me off when they just want to judge, and I don't know, I sound like Carly Styles. Yeshua's Lord, you guys. Please follow God and pray for me down in the comments. I can't do it anymore. I don't even know if prayers are helping. My stomach is suffering and killing me every step of the way, and I can't take another day of this. Sorry, America. I'm doing the best that I can for you. Alone. Somebody talk to Dawn. Let him know your wife's on YouTube. It's just not a hussy. One of Superman's hussies. God, please help my marriage. I saved my virginity for you, Dawn. I saved my virginity for you, Yeshua. Where are you at? Am I the only one that asks these things, Yahweh? Like, it just, I can't take another day of this. I'm trying to cry and I'm trying to be emotional, but it just doesn't feel right, and I don't know what to do, you guys. I feel like I'm screwing up. Please help in the right way, and please don't be disrespectful with me. I'm gonna go.